This is Bob Sansevere with Twin Cities sportswear producer Kevin Cusick. Kevin, the Vikings played one heck of a tie. I mean, it's odd to say that. First of all, the tie, they got to do away with a tie. They got to play it to a conclusion.
I don't know if you really wanted that game, as great an example it was of American football, to have gone on any longer, though, because we just would have lost too many viewers. There might have been people falling into like comas. You know, there was not a good display of football.
Well, I like you play the one quarter the way they did it now. Then you go to the extra quarter and you start kicking field goals. First guy to miss, the other team wins.
That would be good. That would help the Vikings.
You start. Well, it would. That's why there's a premium on having a guy with a big foot.
The thing is, that game shouldn't have gone on more beyond the first drive. The Packers blew the game by not going for it on fourth down when they were down at like the 2-yard line.
Yes.
Because they would have had the Vikings backed up. They already had, I think they had 6 sacks on the day, so there was always the chance of getting a safety. The Packers, by kicking the field goal, gave the Vikings the opportunity to tie it, because then they only had to travel like 30, 40 yards to get in Blair Walsh's range. And when the Packers spend the offseason, the postseason, watching the playoffs on television, they will think back to that moment when they chickened out against the vaunted Viking defense.
Well, they may also think back to the moment when their coach decided to go for 2, because he was in a situation there where he would have had to go for 2 and convert both times to avoid a third score. It would have made more sense there. Just kick it and then just keep, you knew you had to score 3 times to win.
He underestimated his ability to score 3 times in the fourth quarter against the Vikings, which the way that Viking defense was playing down the stretch was another bad move by the Packers.
Well, frankly, the Vikings continue to show would be pathetic on defense. At 20-7, I just assumed they'd lose. I didn't factor in the tie because this team, as noted on television, they have not had a game where they have not given up 23 points to another team, and it's the defense is just abysmal. And frankly, half these guys in the secondary, all they do is grab. I mean, they
or get arrested.
Or get arrested, which is another issue. And frankly, kudos to the Vikings for releasing him. My question is, though, I guess there's different standards. Now, it's abhorrent for anyone, and it's an allegation now, but would commit domestic assault. And I'm not equating the two, but a DUI is a pretty serious thing, too. I guess maybe if you're more important or deemed more important to the team, you get to stick around the team after a DUI and a conviction already in another state, which could send you to jail.
Scrubs don't get many second chances.
And that's in a nutshell, which frankly then everybody in that Viking secondary won't get a second chance because they're all a bunch of scrubs who shouldn't even be playing back there. That said, Kevin, it's always a pleasure.
Always. We'll do this again sometime.
Bob Sansevere, Kevin Cusick. We'll talk again real soon.